Buffalo Bills training camp 2023 is underway with the rookies reporting today. Cannot wait to see guys like Dalton Kincaid, Cyrus Torrance, Justin Shorter, and most important player this year is Dorian Williams. But welcome to my channel here, Bills News Consolidated. I am back in Buffalo after a freaking magical trip across this country, praying for Bills Mafia on every hike, on every mountaintop that I was at. I'm so hyped up for this season. I truly believe this year is going to end with us spraying champagne over everybody here. So I really think these rookies really need to have a big-time impact for the 2023 Buffalo Bills, and it really starts with Dalton Kincaid. We heard Dawson Knox, a great interview with Buffalo Fanatics, getting information, intel out of him about this upcoming season. We are going to see some two tight end sets. We're going to see Dalton Kincaid utilized, some of the best hands statistically ever reported coming out since analytics were brought to the NFL. Dalton Kincaid, you throw the ball to him and he catches it. So in crunch situations, third downs, fourth downs, in the red zone, we finally have a target to score touchdowns. And that's something the Buffalo Bills really struggled at last year, was tight space in the red zone. We just couldn't score touchdowns. But now we have Dalton Kincaid to bring that element to the Buffalo Bills. And of course, it's going to help Dawson Knox too. It's going to free up Dawson Knox and allow him to even score touchdowns and get more one-on-one situations and free him up. Next player here I think has a realistic big-time impact for the Bills, Cyrus Torrance, that big flat-footed offensive lineman that we talked about all offseason here, has not allowed a sack in college. This kid is coming to Buffalo to protect Josh Allen, to help out with this running attack with Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, James Cook rocking a new number here. And I really am loving it. Nyheim Hines too. Cyrus Torrance could very well be a plug-and-play player at right guard for the Buffalo Bills, and I really would love that. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Really, I think Cyrus Torrance, the size, the strength, the ability to move guys off the football, to be that stone, right, in the middle of this offensive line, you could really work everything around him as a player because he's immovable. He's immovable. So bring that element to the Buffalo Bills is going to be absolutely huge. And one point I do want to make about these rookies, it's really about learning the game. You know, they were drafted. They have the physical. They have the talent, right? But it's just about learning the game, making the players around them feel comfortable enough to have them start, like Mitch Morris, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see Cyrus Torrance. Will he rise to the occasion here? And I believe he very well could. Now, next on the list, of course, is Dorian Williams. Now, Dorian Williams, to me, is the most intriguing rookie on this team because he's going to be quarterbacking the defense under Sean McDermott in this first year with Sean McDermott calling plays. Now, Dorian Williams, to me, needs to know the least out of all the players here because we're talking about a middle linebacker. This linebacker needs to fly around and make plays. Sure enough, Tremaine Edmunds' best year in Buffalo statistically was when he was a rookie. And we know Tremaine Edmunds learned the ropes. He learned the NFL game during his stay here in Buffalo. So why was it that Tremaine Edmunds' best year was when he was a rookie? And I think sometimes by not understanding the game, sometimes you just put yourself in a position where the ball just comes right to you. You know, the quarterback really doesn't know what you're going to do. You don't really know what you're doing yourself, and sometimes it just happens. It's those natural instincts. So I believe Dorian Williams definitely has those natural instincts, plus a lot faster at 4.49 of a 40 time. Clearly the fastest linebacker that we have on this team. So therefore, to me, Dorian Williams needs to know the least in order to be the fastest. It's because it's about play recognition, about instincts, play recognition, about having speed. So when you're about tracking these players, the fastest person to the ball, the fastest person to react, and the fastest person to get to the ball. So it's similar to what we talked about with Josh Allen when he was a rookie. The fastest ball to target ever recorded by Sports Science Josh Allen had, but maybe didn't understand the game that well. Versus like a Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady, maybe not the strongest arm in the NFL, but was so cerebral and smart that he could get the ball out quick, right? The ball to target ultimately was a little bit quicker. But now with Josh Allen progressing his smarts, coupled with the fastest ball to target ever recorded because of his throwing power, Josh Allen has an extremely high ceiling. And I think that is the same case with Dorian Williams, a quarterback of this defense under Sean McDermott. The speed, all he needs to do is learn the game. And I really believe Dorian Williams could very well be the starting middle linebacker for the Buffalo Bills in 2023. My number one guy right now, until we see Dorian Williams, is Terrell Dotson. Now, T-Dot, they call him, has gotten a lot of flack from specifically Steve Tasker in interviews. Steve Tasker describes Terrell Dotson as a much bigger linebacker, as a thumper, that he's slow, that he's not good in pass coverage. But I beg to differ slightly, and I think Terrell Dotson is very agile for his size, similar to Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen, 6'5", 6'6", how nimble he is, how agile he is for his size. I believe that is the case for Terrell Dotson. When you look at his back pedal in coverage, look at my game film study review that I just published maybe like a month ago. You guys could see Terrell Dotson fluid in his back pedal. Great break on the football. But yes, he is a large linebacker too as well. So I really believe Terrell Dotson probably is leading the pack right now. All the experience that he's had, I believe he got here in 2020 with Sean McDermott. So he's been learning behind Tremaine Edmonds. He's just been ready to go. And he plugged in last year and played so well for the Buffalo Bills. So it's going to be tough to see Dorian Williams matched up against Terrell Dotson, Balin Spector, Terrell Bernard, A.J. Klein, right? They're all going to be mixed in there. But I really believe Dorian Williams needs to know the least in order to be the starting linebacker for the Buffalo Bills. And yes, I know you got to call plays. You have to make sure players are lined up properly. But you know what? Every single player on this defense, other than Dorian Williams, if he's starting, is a veteran pro that probably knows exactly where to line up on a weekly, daily, play-to-play basis. So I really think Dorian Williams is going to be surrounded by talent. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Trey White, Von Miller, and this entire defense. You are surrounded. You are in the best position to succeed. I think this year on defense could very well even win Rookie of the Year. And I was saying that about Drew Sanders and Jack Campbell. If they came to this team, how perfect of a situation they would be in. And fortunately, Dorian Williams is in this perfect situation. And I really think he could very well be the starting middle linebacker for the Buffalo Bills. Some other mentions here is Justin Shorter, a big, tall, lanky, physical wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. Something that we're kind of looking for between Gabe Davis, Trent Sherfield, and also Justin Shorter. You never know with this rookie. I mean, you look at what the Tennessee Titans did, right? Bringing in DeAndre Hopkins, big jump ball situations. So it's going to be very interesting to see these rookies reporting today for Bills Mafia. I'm so glad to be back here. Going to be posting videos every single day for Bills Mafia once again. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you. Go Bills.